All right, what we're gearing up for is we're gearing up to be able to detect and determine if data points in our data set are outliers. And so we have one more thing to talk about before we get there, and that's with interquartile range. So the interquartile range is the difference between the third and the first quartiles. And this is the simple equation for the interquartile range. So the interquartile range is the third quartile minus the first. So I've kind of illustrated that down below on this number line. So here we have the third quartile. Here we have the first quartile. And the interquartile range is the distance between those two. All right, now since the first quartile is the 25th percentile and the third quartile is the 75th percentile. So the first quartile is the 25th, and the third quartile is the 75th percentile. Then the data in between the third and the first quartiles represents the middle 50%. So if this point is the 25th percentile and this is the 75th percentile, then the data in between represents the middle 50%. And so the interquartile range represents the width of that middle 50%. So here's an example where the interquartile range is actually calculated. And this is with a data set that's got 14 datums. The third quartile was calculated to be 77. The first quartile was calculated to be 73. So the interquartile range is just Q3 minus Q1. The third quartile is 77. The first quartile is 73. 77 minus 73 is 4. So the interquartile range is 4. And the middle 50% of the data is between 73 and 77. Let me know if you have any questions.